Guys, I don't sugarcoat anything, and you guys know that, right? To this point, I love this team with a passion. I love this team with everything. I cover this team because I love this team, and I love what I do, and I love doing this. But to see a team that goes just back to square one, back to the same old crap over and over again. Jordan Howard is not playing in this game, figuring, you know what, Miles Sanders ball's got to get a lot of carries, and we're down to the same formula we've been doing every single game. But at this point in time, I've been sick to my stomach. It's really not about losing to the Giants, and I know that hurts for everybody. It's not really losing to the Giants as much as it hurts everybody here, but it's to a point where this team just went back to square one of where they were coming from. This team went back to square one of what they were supposed to do. We went into the past few games, we've been on this formula since the second half of that Chargers game. The identity of this offense has changed dramatically. Jalen Hurts had 73 yards at the half. And really, at the same time, the more that you keep the ball in Jalen Hurts' hands, the worse that this team is going to be off. Penalties. Kelsey not being in the game hurt badly. Second drive of the game, because I put some notes on here just to make sure I remembered everything here. That second drive of the game missed Devontae Smith on a pass. We had a big catch from Quez Watkins, and then Jalen Hurts throws his first pick in the double coverage, okay? The Giants missed a field goal later in the game. Eagles passed 3 times in a row. 3 times. What was the second half? Whatever it was, 1st and 18. The 1st and 18, and the Eagles passed the ball. On 1st and 18, down by their end zone. Do not run the ball. Okay? The end of the second quarter. Obviously, Boston Scott had that big touchdown, called back Nate Herbig on a holding call. But not even just that. Okay? Greg Ward drops a wide open pass because he barely gets any snaps per game. Okay? He gets no snaps. And then not just to just run it at the end of the second half, at the end of the second quarter, not just run it, but why not put Miles Sanders or Boston Scott in the backfield? Just run up the middle. Why are you letting Jalen Hurts on? I don't know why. I don't get it. You failed the touchdown that was brought back from Boston Scott. You missed Greg Ward. Well, you didn't miss Greg. Greg Ward should have caught that ball. It's 100% on Greg Ward. So that didn't count because he didn't catch it. And then you let Jalen Hurts be in the backfield by himself and just a QB draw and just let him run? You don't put a running back with him. You don't put a running back in there with him to score that touchdown. So Eagles had to settle for a field goal. Right? Three picks for Jalen Hurts today. Double coverage later in the game. Double coverage every single time. Okay? Eyeing that receiver on the right side. When there's that 1st and 18 and Hurts threw that pick to McKinney, it's just like, I don't get it. The play sequence sucked. The quarterback sucked. It was all bad. It was all bad at the end of the day. The defense, God. They went all-out blitz a few times in this game and couldn't touch Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had all day to throw the ball. All day to throw the ball. Andrew Michael with the super chat said the team really is about only get 7 wins. If that. Okay, that's why I can't stand Eagle fans because, I said in the last video I made, I said the only way the Eagles are losing this game is if they shoot themselves in the foot. Jalen Hurts is missing targets. He's eyeing one receiver the whole entire time. Nobody's helping him out. His head coach isn't helping him out. At the same time, Hurts is already making mistakes as it is. The more you give it to Jalen Hurts, the longer look, him doing those QB scrambles are great. The QB scrambles are good. Okay, it is what it is, but it's not going to win you games. Jalen Hurts running on his own for first downs, it's not going to win the game. Okay? It's not going to win you the game. But you strayed away from the run. Once again, back to square one of where we were first quarter of the season. Straight away from it. It worked, and then mistakes happen in the passing game. Mistakes happen constantly in the passing game. This Eagles team, okay, and this is why the Eagle fans piss me off because everyone said, we're going to win by 30, 45. It's easy to say that, but at the same time, it's, you know what? The Eagles shoot themselves in the foot. No, never mind. Not just shoot themselves in the foot. They literally grabbed a double-barrel shotgun and literally shot their whole foot off in this game. Okay? I don't care what trolls got to say. I've never said that the Eagles are going to kill this team. I never said that this is an easy win. Never said that ever. Go find a clip because I've never said that. Okay? It's Eagle fans. There's other content creators that thought this game was going to be very easy. Don't know why, because the Eagles got to stay on the same trend and stay in the same formula, which they didn't do in this game. Okay? Since that Saints game in the second half where they literally were conservative the whole entire time and got that win out of their, got that win out surprisingly at the end. It's just insane. Devontae Smith, Philadelphia doesn't deserve Devontae Smith. Okay? Period. Devontae Smith literally is the number one receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles that deserves a lot more than how he is treated here. He was open on the last play he was open all game. Never mind last play, all game. Jalen Hurts doesn't check the ball down. Always with these big plays. Went back to his old self and is looking for that big play every single time. Last play of the game. Not even the last play, second to last play, Devontae Smith went up to Sirianni on the sideline, said something to him like, dude, give me the ball because I need to make a play here. Last play of the game, you give it to Jalen Reagor, and I'm almost just done with Reagor because this was his opportunity to shine in this game. This was his opportunity to be something above, you know what I mean? To at least, you could have did something there. Reagor has been nothing but a first-round bust that's not going to be a number one receiver. The guy can't play special teams. The guy can't get positive yards. He's usually negative every single game. But this was actually his best game. Surprisingly, he caught a few first down passes. That one long went to the 2-yard line, which set them up for a touchdown. But where it's important is when you need these receivers the most, they're not giving it to you 100%. And I don't think it's not giving it to you 100%. It's either they just don't have the skill to do it. And that's what happened here. Okay? Eagles gang says defense really kept us in the game, to be honest. Yeah, there were times they did, giving the offensive opportunities. Not saying the defense played great either because the pass rush, oh my God, it is as bad as it has been. The zone coverage is literally letting receivers off the line, and they just make it so easy. Okay? They make it so easy. These receivers are going by the corners, the safeties, they're just literally just passing every guy we have and find that open spot, that open empty spot middle of the field. Kenny Golladay. Everybody got open in this game. Everybody. John Ross, Kenny Golladay, you name it. Evan Ingram, everybody. They didn't run the ball on us that bad either. Saquon Barkley had a few good runs. This is the number 2, okay? That's why stats are a bunch of BS, but if you don't go by what you do with the formula in these games, you're not going to win. Glow with the super chat. Appreciate it. Says JJ, the Umbrella Man is back, baby. Yeah, with his second reception of the game, which is fine. Look, as much as we make fun of JJ, you want the guy to do well. You want the Eagles to at least use him, so they did for one play. It's not enough. It's not enough. Nick got too over the top with the RPOs once again. Just the same thing over and over again. They threw some screen plays to Dallas Goedert. They threw some wide screens to Dallas Goedert. I think 1 or 2 of them, whatever they did with him, and it just wasn't there. I'm tired of the tight end screen. If you want to do a middle screen, that's fine, but it's just ridiculous. I'm just to a point where it's like, all right, now you're 3 games behind in the division now for at least a playoff. They get to win the division, which was very small, which it was, Eagles fans got cocky this week because the Cowboys lost 2 in a row, and it is what it is. Okay. Yeah. It opened the window seriously for the Eagles to get in there. But now the Eagles have to fight for a wild card spot. Okay. Devontae Smith was wide open on that last play. Obviously, we saw some video on it, and everybody's going crazy about it. Jalen Reagor had his chance to make a catch and totally just muffed it. Totally dropped it. Went through his hands. That would have won the game. He would have been the hero in this game. That's what would have happened. He would have been the hero. Now, if the Eagles won this game tonight, of course I'd be happy about it, but yeah, it's a sloppy win, and that it doesn't look good. It wouldn't have looked good regardless if they won this game today. Okay? A lot of opportunities were missed in this game. But the Giants, congratulations. We didn't deserve to win this game today. We didn't deserve this today. I don't know what to say. Go from this game going forward now, what am I supposed to think now? What am I supposed to think with this team going forward now? The Jets, all teams are going to break records on us. The Jets have never beat the Eagles in franchise history, and that could happen. That could happen next week if we play like this. So, things did happen at the end of the game. Boston Scott fumbled the ball. It is what it is. We had to use all 3 of our timeouts on the Giants offense, obviously, and then we had a little bit of time to get downfield, which Kenneth Gainwell had a couple receptions going out of bounds, gave us a lot. The Giants gave us a lot of chunk yards, had to spike the ball. And then, things happen like that. Unfortunately, I don't. Is it because Jordan Howard didn't play today? Is that why this offense totally changed? I mean, I think it's a bunch of BS. Smith threw his helmet on the sideline. I mean, this is how you're treating your first-round draft pick. This is how you treat your first-round draft pick. I'm tired of going back and forth. The Eagles do well, and we rave about them, and then it takes one game to it pisses all of us off. And then we're saying, fire Howie. Jalen Hurts ain't the starter. He stinks. Everyone's trash. Defense is trash. Fire Gannon. It just comes to all that. Within one game, it comes to all that. But I wasn't fond of Jalen Hurts today at all. Inaccurate, stupid decisions. Nick Sirianni, his play calling sequence is stupid. stupid for this game. It's really sad. It really is sad. I don't care if this team has 12 picks next year. I don't care if they have 50 picks in the draft next year, okay? You have to make changes. I'm tired of looking so consistent and then looking inconsistent. How do you go from one game to another game like this? The past few weeks, you're on a roll. You had a formula. You had something jotted down. You had something going. You had a rhythm. Then you strayed away from it totally in this game. You strayed away from it. I don't get it. Eagles game with the super chest. Do you think Hurts still franchise QB at this point? I don't know. When Smith throws his helmet, he is. Yeah, I don't know if he's franchise material. Probably not. Did I say all I've said was if Hurts stays on this path, that Hurts can guarantee a starting spot for next year. That's about it, because the Eagles aren't trading for a quarterback next year. The Eagles aren't going up in the draft to get a quarterback next year. It's not going to happen. It's either you're going to stick with Hurts, or you're going to have a QB competition, or they're going to say, screw the competition, and you're going to start Minshew next year. That's really all I have for this quarterback position. It's a shame that there's no good quarterbacks coming out of this draft. It's a shame that there isn't. The Eagles might have to wait another whole year. You know what I mean? So there's no excuse for this. I'm literally, as the game went on today, I was literally afraid of I was afraid of Jalen Hurts throwing the football today. I was afraid of him throwing the football today. Now he's back to one read. Now he's back to literally, okay, taking the ball for himself. I don't mind Nick Sirianni is calling plays where look, I don't mind read options, but to do them that much and to keep Jalen Hurts having the ball in his hands, it makes no sense. It's not going to win you games. We get first downs from Jalen Hurts doing read options and keeping the ball for himself and getting all these yards. It's great to see. It's great to look at, but you got to have complementary gameplay towards it. You got to have a passing game. You got to have something with it. You pressure Jalen Hurts, and sometimes he escapes the pocket, and sometimes he gets sacked. He got sacked a couple times today. Our defensive line couldn't get to Daniel Jones. How many times did they blitz the whole kitchen sink today and get absolutely nothing for it? Couldn't even touch him today. Besides that garbage sack in the end of the fourth quarter by Javon Hargrave when we were burning timeouts, which I don't even care about that. Oh, Big Crazy said, I thought we found our identity. What a lie that was. Hurts is a running QB, not a passing QB. I feel bad for Smith because we lost to the team that wanted him. Yeah, and what I really wanted from Devontae Smith today was to burn the Giants for so many yards today, just to rub some salt in the wound because we took that player away from them. That's what I wanted from this game. We didn't do that. These receivers were barely involved in this game. Too many plays. Yeah, you're right. Jalen Hurts is more of a running back than he is a quarterback right now. That's all I could take from it today because your quarterback is struggling. Your head coach isn't helping your quarterback. It's a joke. It's a disgrace. I don't want to hear from people that the receivers couldn't get open, blah, blah, BS. Okay? We've been through this all year where how many times have we found receivers open? I can go through the tape and put out a video tomorrow on how many times Hurts could have checked the ball down and got a first down. But no, he wants to get that big play every single time he throws the ball. It's got to be a bomb. It's got to be something. When Hurts gets his third pick? First and 18? First and 18. You throw the ball on first and 18 at literally your end zone. What are you doing? Why is Nick calling a play like that? And I don't know, because Sirianni, Hurts changed the play, and I figured it was going to be a run. That's what I thought. I thought they were going to pass, but I didn't think he was going to want to throw a bomb on 1st and 18. And you don't check the ball down? Nothing? Marion Johnson, like Wentz never did that. Come on, Joey. Who am I even talking about? Carson Wentz right now? Am I talking about Carson Wentz right now? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who just talked about did I even mention Carson Wentz's name in this stream? What are you talking about? Man, people need to chill. At this point, I don't know where the future lies with this team. I really don't, because the past few weeks they ran the same formula: run the ball, balance the offense out. Defense was not doing enough, but they were doing just enough, which wasn't enough, but just enough to contain a little bit. Okay. So what do you do now? I don't know. You have the Jets next week. I don't know. After a loss like this, I have no idea. You're going back to MetLife to face the Jets. Like P says, he said, I really want Rager to succeed. That was his chance. I want a lot of players to succeed on this team. There's a lot of players that don't get chances. Greg Ward doesn't get chances, but for the one chance he did have in this game, he dropped a wide open pass. It is what it is. Okay. It's just never mind. Okay, never mind. It's the Giants. I don't care that we lost. Look, I care that we lost against the Giants, but there's more to it than just losing against the Giants. This is internally, like, something is wrong. Okay, with how you go week to week. They literally went back to how they used to play in the first quarter of the season. RPO, run with Jalen Hurts all game. Not distributing the football, not running the ball enough. I mean, they're literally going back to square one of how they started this season. Literally. It pisses me off. It really pisses me off. So what now? Hey, whatever it is, it is. The Eagles need a higher draft pick. I guess this is the way they're going to do it. They're going to tank the rest of the season, whatever they think they're doing. I don't know if this is the way they're going to play, because I'm telling you right now, I don't know if these players are going to be rooting for this coach anymore or playing for this coach in the future anymore. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen, but this is a bunch of I can't believe they played like this today. I didn't think they were even going to be close to playing like this today. After that first drive, I was like, okay, it's the first drive. Usually the first drive, if the Eagles ever have a first bad drive, I always say, okay, whatever. It is what it is. The first drive. They'll play better, but they didn't. Okay, they did not. And the future of I thought the offensive line at certain times, did okay, gave up some pressures here and there. When the Giants blitzed against us, they messed us up. They did a good job doing that. The Giants wanted this game more, and the Eagles shot themselves in the foot and helped the Giants get to where they need to be in this game. Hurts with 70-something yards at the end of the first half. I'm sitting there like, that's it? That's all you could do? I understand this team runs the ball a lot more. This is the second. That's what I'm saying. Like, this team turned around with this run game. I've never run this much in Eagles history since the 1950s. Like, literally, this team is the number 2 offense in running the football. And you faced a team that was dead last in the red zone. A defense. You literally faced an offense that was dead last in the red zone, and they still scored on us. They still were good. A lot of changes have to be made. I don't know. I hate going back and forth every single game. It's like they play well and we're great. We feel good. And then when they lose one game, I feel like we succumb to, I'll fire everybody and do this. And then look, I understand that. I still want Howie going after this year. I didn't care how this year went, good, bad, whatever it is. But I have a feeling he is going to be there. The guy's already scouting quarterbacks, and Kenny Pickett and Sam Howell already scouting quarterbacks. Personally. Obey Crazy with Super Chat says Hurts is the meme of Lamar joke. He runs better than he throws the ball. It's the truth. It's the truth. He took shots. I mean, I had people in the chat saying, "Oh, just take a shot downfield." Like, no, because that's how we're losing games, by taking a shot downfield. Jalen Hurts being the hero, taking a big shot downfield, not caring what's around him. He threw in the double coverage how many times today? And when they tried to throw those mid-tier throws, those slants, Rager was covered all over him. He couldn't get a ball. I mean, it's just and he couldn't catch that. And he couldn't catch literally that touchdown that was right there in front of the goal line. Eagles game of Super Chat says someone just said Hurts is the problem. It's not just Hurts. It's Nick. It's Nick Sirianni. It's Howie Roseman. It's not just. See, that's what I can't stand with Eagle fans. Like it's when they blame one person, it's BS. Just like last year, they blamed everybody but Carson last year. A lot of Eagles fans did that last year. And by the way, I just mentioned Carson Wentz, so relax, okay? Literally, they did nothing today. They didn't follow one thing that they did the past few weeks. Game plan totally changed. What happened today? What happened? After games like this, I never watch press conferences until like the next day, because you know what? I'm so pissed off right now. It's crazy. It's a problem. Big problem. And I don't know if he's thank God the Eagles haven't given Jalen Hurts money yet. Thank God. That's the best thing possible right now. The Eagles will have plenty of cap space next year. They'll have 12 picks to the draft next year. Whether they're going to get messed up by our GM or whatever happens, I don't know. Sirianni's game plan is the problem. Hurts is the problem. It's a problem. Offensive quarter Shane Steichen, problem. It's a problem. But the problem with this is, what are you supposed to do now? How are the Eagles supposed to change next year? Because whatever coaches that the Eagles are interested in, they can't even hire those guys. You will request an interview with a couple really good coaches, like they did with Brian DeBall last year, like with Stanley, that the head coach of the Chargers from last year. And they're not going to come here. Those coaches won't come here. They rejected those interviews because of Howie Roseman and his reputation and what Howie does, because he has too much control. Because I think that the Eagles, and I think Howie Roseman has handcuffed and has too much of a say in play calling. Let the coaches coach. How did Nick Sirianni not get fired beginning of the year? It's weird, right? Doug didn't run the ball barely last year. Nick actually was worse first quarter of the season not running the ball. Any coach would get fired. But because he didn't, I think there was a joint collaborative effort on play calling, which I think Howie Roseman had a big advantage in, okay, which I think that he was in these talks every single week. Okay. So 4 or 5 coaching changes, 21 years with the Eagles, and Howie Roseman still here. You know? Cryptagus says, but Joey, it's not the coaches. We need new talent on the D line. And Rager stinks is hurt. Should target Smith more. We know it. Yes, but there's talent involved with it. Okay, there is talent involved. There's no way that this Eagles offense should be scoring points. A veteran head coach that has full control with a new scheme with this offense would make this team better. That we know that this offense could play better. It doesn't matter what talent we have, okay? It does to a certain extent, but you can have the worst coach and have the best roster. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, okay? That's why in 2020, you couldn't blame one guy. You can't blame one dude in this offense or this defense. It's everybody that's together. It's blamed on everybody. Period. So when I look at people that say we should have drafted this guy or this guy, Justin Jefferson, it is what it is, guys. Do you think if Justin Jefferson was here, you think he would have balled out and had his 1,400-yard season his rookie year? Do you think that would have happened if we drafted him? Probably not. Probably not. It's easy to say, we should draft. Guys, some Eagle fans just have no idea, okay? It doesn't matter, okay? Yeah, it matters who we draft. But, guys, all you see is you look at Justin Jefferson that gets drafted. He plays good with the Vikings. Oh, he would have done the same thing with us his rookie year, right? That's what everybody thinks. That's what everybody expects. Hell no, it wouldn't have. Who knows? Devontae Smith probably would have a better year on a different roster. There's a lot of players on this roster that would probably play better somewhere else. DK wouldn't have done anything here. Jefferson would have done nothing here. Devontae Smith, we drafted and somewhat was ascending a little bit more. Do I think he needs more touches? Yes. Is there a lot of other players that need touches? Yes. We got a super chat from Gabrielle Babowska. They ran for 208 yards. It was a timing issue. I don't care about the stats. Okay? I don't care about the stats. It's play sequence. What does Nick have dialed up for this series that gives this offense a rhythm, which this offense is not having any rhythm? Okay? That's my issue right now. Jay Wood super chat says once again it's coaching scheme. Hurts was about to win the game at the end, but too little, too late. Also, J. John Rager involved Howie's idea. I don't know if that's the case. Rager had a lot more reps this week, which normally he doesn't. JJ had his second reception of the year. So at the end of the day, Hurts makes the decision on who he's throwing to. The play is what it is. Nick gives him the play. He has to run that play. That last play of the game, Rager was technically open in front of that goal line, and Rager just dropped the ball. And obviously they had to throw on that play because they had no time left, and it was fourth. They had some time, but it was fourth down. They had no choice. Okay, they had no choice. I'm disgusted with what I saw today. I really am. And like I said earlier in the stream, guys, it's not about like losing against the Giants. Like, yeah, it's part of it. I understand that you don't want to lose against the Giants, but there is something internally messed up with this team. Like internally, like something's really wrong. And then we knew this and we thought they would stay on this path and they totally went backwards. They totally went backwards in this game. Winnable game. Very winnable. Offensively, it should have been a better game. Adoree Jackson ended up getting hurt, and you still couldn't even pass on them. The adjustments are what's affecting this, too, throughout the game. Whatever adjustments they are making. Instead of Jalen Hurts doing an RPO and keeping it for himself on this play, okay, he has a running back next to him and a wide receiver next to him, fakes the RPO and still gives it to himself, but he has a blocker in front of him. So why are they forcing Jalen Hurts to keep the ball for himself? When that Boston Scott touchdown was brought back as Nate Herbig's holding call, okay, through to Greg Ward, he dropped the ball, all on Greg Ward. Then you literally take Hurts and where you can score a touchdown here at the 1-2 yard line, whatever it was, you keep Jalen Hurts in a shotgun by himself and you just QB draw with him. You just let him get the ball and run up the middle. You don't put a running back behind him. You put Boston Scott or Miles Sanders there and just run him up the middle. Guarantee you that would have been a touchdown right there. But got to let Jalen Hurts do all of it. Got to let Jalen Hurts have the ball in his hands. I don't know what Sirianni is doing way too much with Hurts. I know that Hurts' scrambling is another part of this game, which teams have to defend. But it's where it made this team one-dimensional in this game. It was a very mixed game. The one drive, second drive, whatever it was, going downfield, Quez had a good catch. Devontae Smith had a good catch. They got all the way down there, and he throws a pick. We're on, the 40-45 of the Giants, and he throws a pick and double covers to Quez Watkins. I mean, even though everyone's like, oh, Quez should have had a holding call, blah, 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 whatever it was. Whatever it was, it was. Jalen Hurts still threw the ball, okay? I don't care, okay? Don't make that pass. It's sickening. It really is. Eagles gang says if we got Jefferson, we would have said, damn, we should have got Rager. Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter who we have. If we got this player and Rager went somewhere, if we got Jefferson and Rager went somewhere else and played, we should have got Rager. It doesn't matter. We're all saying this just because of how the Eagles are playing right now with these specific players that we have in this roster right now. But it's a total joke. It's a joke. You know, Eagles fans are fighting with each other in the chat today. It's like, everything's just going downhill. So it is what it is. The Giants ain't doing a damn thing this year. Washington isn't doing a damn thing this year. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. These division games, it doesn't matter. Everybody stinks, okay? Everybody does. Besides the Cowboys, they're getting CeeDee Lamb back. They're getting Amari Cooper back. They're going to sit Zeke for a few games. They're getting some reinforcements on defense. So they'll probably be back to normal. And I said that even before this game. I said, the Cowboys will probably get back into a rhythm since Dak is getting some reinforcements back on both sides of the ball. So they'll probably get back to where they're supposed to be. Do I think they're going to choke in the playoffs? Yeah, probably. But we got a super chat from Crypta990 says, I don't feel comfortable when Jalen Hurts throws the ball anymore. It's a shame. Yeah, it makes you nervous. Made me nervous the whole time. Every time he throws the ball, I'm like, because he already threw one pick, he throws two picks, and you're like, I can't watch him throw the ball anymore. I don't trust where this ball is going. Dallas Goedert, how many receptions? 2. I mean, I don't even think it was 4 receptions for Dallas Goedert today. There's just no good game planning, no good scheming for this game. They went totally backwards. I don't know why they went totally backwards. I just don't. I don't have an answer for it. I don't have an answer. I wish I had an answer, but I don't. Dallas ain't winning no Super Bowl this year, bro. Sorry, but it ain't happening. I just don't think they can compete with better teams. I don't. So, Trust me, I don't sugarcoat a damn thing when it comes to this team, whether you guys agree or don't agree. I don't care. Because you know what? At the end of the day, everybody in the chat right now, 260 people that are watching me right now, at the end of the day, we want this team to get better. We all agree. We can all fight with each other. You can call me this, and I can call you that, and whatever happens, at the end of the day, we all want this team to get better. We all want to get to a championship again. That's what. It doesn't matter what differences we have. Trust me. If we all agreed on the same thing, yeah, this would be boring. But we don't. We all have different reasons. Hurts should be benched. Hurts should stay as a quarterback. Hurts doesn't have enough time. It is what it is. Okay? Trust me. I want a championship so badly. So bad I want to get back to that again. So bad. But this team is either going to be 5 or 6 years away from that, or if they make some stunning changes this offseason, a lot of things could turn around. We got to let go and let go of a lot of things. This team is too emotional towards players. This team has to be more of a business. Okay? It is what it is. The one thing I say about Jalen Hurts that I could say is through this whole thing with Jalen Hurts, the guy doesn't quit. And I have to respect that. As much as he messes up, the guy still plays. The guy still, the mentality of Jalen Hurts is relentless. And that's great. But there's more to it than that. It's more to it than what he says. I'm tired of all the talk that we had. Jonathan Gannon, 3-4 defense. We're going to be disguising coverages. Blah, 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 blah. All talking. What did we do this year? Absolutely nothing. Offensively with Nick Sirianni. He talked a really good game this offseason. And a diverse offense, run-first offense. We're going to, we're hiding Miles Sanders out of preseason. We're keeping him out of preseason because we're going to, they were going to unleash him this year. Using players to their strengths. We got lied to. And then the past few weeks, we started to believe that this team actually could be better than what it is. And I still think this team could be better what it still is. But with this play calling from Nick Sirianni and between Jalen Hurts, if Nick fails, Jalen's going to fail with him. Because Nick is putting Jalen in that situation. That is the truth of this whole thing. Eagles Name True Chat says, we all want this team to be successful and Hurts. We want to be successful. We want to be successful. We want these players to be successful. Okay. Gabriel Babowski with the super chat says, I agree. I think Sirianni believes in Hurts too much. He needs less responsibility and development. He played like what are the options? Well, you did the past few weeks. Distribute the ball a little bit more. Keep running the football. Don't take your foot off the gas. Make better decisions. Hurts' mechanics were just bad today. Hurts was eyeing one receiver today. Hurts wasn't reading the field. He wasn't, he didn't go through his checkdowns. There was a lot of checkdowns that were open for first downs today. Did not go through his checkdowns today at all. Sean Davis says, if your quarterback is better at running than passing, you have a problem. And that is true. But we have 282 people in the chat. As much as my rants, they get crazy, and I get, this one hurt today. It hurt today because we played so well the past few weeks. If you guys haven't subscribed, we cover the Eagles every single day. Like the stream if you guys have it. It helps the channel out a lot, okay? This is my life. This is what I do, okay? I love this team. I love covering this team. I love everything about this team. Of course, there's things I dislike about this team, but we roll with the punches. The real ones stay around, okay? The real fans stay around. They don't quit, okay? As bad as things get, things are going to get worse before they get better. Okay, at the end of the day. You know, I said to myself before the season, I said, you know what? I said, if the Eagles, I don't care. If Howie Roseman is still, I don't care. Like I said to myself, Howie Roseman is here before the season starts. It is what it is. You know what I mean? If the Eagles play good or they play bad, I want Howie Roseman gone after this year. I did not care how many picks, how many, whatever it was. And, people started to change their minds a little bit because Howie Roseman extended Goddard, Mulata, Avonte Maddox, all these good signings that we had, which is the good thing. You lock up your guys for the future. This way, you're rebuilding right now. So you lock your guys up for the future. But the best thing it was that that we were doing was we were winning games on a rebuild year. And man, you still could potentially have 3 first-round picks, 12 draft picks, and almost $50 million in cap space next year. No joke. This team has a lot more to offer, but I can't blame players so much, whether, Jalen Hurts definitely. The players are told what to do in these games. In reality, these players get drafted here, and these coaches think that some of these players are good talents that could strive, and some of them aren't. It's not their fault that they got drafted here. They get drafted here. They're told what to do, and that's it. I said, even the last loss that we had, I said it's Howie Roseman has got to go before anything gets better. I don't trust him with. It's already enough. Like I didn't trust him with 12. I don't trust him with 12 draft picks next year. 12. You have a chance to get two. You have a chance to get 2 top 20 players in the league next year. 2 top 20 picks. 2 top 20s next year. And God knows what they're going to do in free agency. Hopefully, not give out stupid contracts. Which obviously everyone gets overpaid in free agency. That's the name of the game. But obviously contracts, they're just like, you see a player get signed to a lot of money, and you're like, I don't know about that. We got Super Chat from Eagles gang said, I'm not going to quit on this team until we have a chance to make it to the playoffs. And I believe because this is my team and I believe in this team. And Hurts, I am an Eagles fan. I will bleed green. That's it. I respect that. I respect that 100%. This team can get a lot further. Philly Jimbo, what's going on, man? He said, this is a learning experience. We need the more talent, better drafting. I agree. I agree. We got to hit on more draft picks. I'm Wicker. You says, Gainwell, Richard Rodgers, and Hightower are the keys to the offense, but Sirianni is blind to see it. Our defensive line stinks. Our defensive line definitely stinks. We get no pressure. Brandon Graham not being here, it was huge. No Brandon Graham is huge for this defensive line. Josh Sweat got a new contract, 3 sacks for the year, hasn't done much of anything. Got some pressures today, but, other than that, not much. A few pressures today. Nothing, not even that many, but a couple pressures today. Derek Barnett's going to walk in free agency. Your rookies and Milton Williams and Teron Jackson. I don't know what these guys could do. It's like they drafted a brand new defensive line this year. They drafted 3 defensive linemen in this draft, and they're not doing anything in a rotation. Milton Williams, 3rd round pick. Total fail. This was an analytical pick from Howie. I don't know if he's going to be anything in the future. Have no idea. Okay. Fletcher Cox got in the backfield a little bit, couple times, not much. It's been a down year for him. It's been a down year for a lot of guys. Our cornerbacks have been the highlight of this defense, and TJ Edwards and Davion Taylor at linebacker. Really, those are my top players on defense right now. Darius Slay I thought Darius Slay had a good game today. You know what I mean? When we're doing zone, that's when we can't cover anybody because I feel like we don't have the right players to play zone. We don't have that. We just can't do it. We can't do it. Just Blake says, if you bleed green, you may need to get checked on. No, technically, yes, that is true. Sean Davis says Fletcher Cox has 1 sack this year. Yeah, it's one. It's not really about the sacks. It's like I haven't seen multiple pressures from him where he's just towering over guards. I haven't seen that from him this year at all whatsoever. This year. Now, since you restructured Fletcher Cox, you freed up $11 million. Now he's like a $37 million dead cap hit now. 37, in dead money right now. You know what I mean? So you can't even trade him next year. I mean, you can't even trade him. It's almost impossible. Brandon Brooks is definitely a trade chip next year. He's a $19 million cap hit. And people are like, oh, well, he's good. It's like, yeah, he's good when he's healthy. 2 Achilles injuries. He had a pectoral injury in the 49ers game, the Falcons game opening. He had a knee injury. Training camp, he didn't last 2 days in training camp. I'm done with Brandon Brooks. He's been hurt every step of the way. Every step of the way of this season. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. Eagles 0-1 says Ryan Kerrigan on the team. Yeah, done absolutely nothing. Another guy. Eagles gang said Lurie has to learn at some point you got to fire Howie Roseman in order to be successful. He did it with Joe Banner. Joe Banner and Jeffrey Lurie were good friends. He did it after 18 years with Joe Banner. But the thing is, Joe Banner has drafted 14 Pro Bowlers in 18 years. Okay? It's crazy. So RC said Hurts isn't the guy, and some people just make excuses for the guy. He's a backup at best. Consistently, it's really to a point where if you have to be delicate in coaching Jalen Hurts, he's not going to be the guy. If it's to a point where you have to be with Jalen Hurts every step of the way and you have to really put focus on his strengths and he can't just play and just look like a quarterback, I don't know if he's the right guy. I don't know. I did a Madden simulation last night of the Eagles-Giants twice, and the Eagles lost. And Hurts threw 2-3 picks in that game. It was crazy how it happened today. Crazy. Mitch YDP says Eagles got to get Aiden Hutchinson, man, defensive end from Michigan. He tore up Ohio State on Saturday. Yeah, I was looking at that game, and I was looking at him because that guy's going to be a top 10 draft pick. That Miami pick might be between 10 to 15, maybe 10 to 12 at that point. So hopefully, yeah, that might be a realistic option. Eagles need a defensive end badly. They need a monster defensive end that's going to start day one. That's going to be a complete beast for years to come. That's what they need. They need an edge rush badly. Obviously, defensive they need it. They need it badly. It's going to help your defensive tackles out a lot. Okay? It's going to make your defensive line so much better. Big Papa Cookie 56 says, are we getting a Philly shakedown? We will have a Philly shakedown at 9 o'clock on Philly 500's channel. Okay? So, obviously, we did this. We streamed the game today. We did a post. We're doing a post game now. And then we're going to have a video out tomorrow, a couple videos out tomorrow, to shake out the week. Got a lot of things to discuss, obviously. I'm going to review the game again, look at the game again, watch the game another 2 times to see what else I could find. Cryptotic says, Rager dropped those passes, but you have to feel for him after all these cut Ragers. Yeah, I understand that. And then there's some things where I don't agree with things that Rager does. Like, I don't agree with him fighting with Eagle fans, to a point where you can't even comment on his stuff on Twitter because unless he doesn't follow you, you can't comment on anything. You can't say anything. I don't know. Rob Gravino, what's going on with Super Chat says, where are you getting 50 million cap space? I'm looking at the numbers to where the owners have the cap space set next year. And depending on now what's going to happen is it depends on the new contracts that we did, the new contract extensions for Goddard, Mailata, Josh Sweat, all these guys. So I have accounted those contracts into next year. Now it seems like the owners have put the cap they set the whole cap at $208 million. Okay, so when you subtract certain things, I looked all this up. Eagles should have between 35 to 50 as of right now. They can have as high as 50 if they release certain players. They could have that next year. So realistically, the Eagles could have close to 40 to $50 million in cap space next year if they make the right choices, if they make the right moves after this offseason, during this offseason. Mr. Quest says we need to stop the soft defense and put on pressure. What are we actually doing? I don't know. I've never seen a team blitz a few times and bring everybody and still can't get to Daniel Jones in this game. You gave him so much time. I mean, you can't. The defensive line cannot get off single blocks. I mean, they can't. They cannot. It's that bad. Odin 721, please tell me why Jalen Hurts doesn't even look at an iPad after making an interception or a terrible play. Just sit there looking. So I don't know if he does. Maybe he does, and they just don't show it on TV. I've never seen that from him. I've never actually seen that from him at all. Looking at an iPad or nothing. I don't think I've seen that. Remind me if I have. I don't know. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know though. But that's actually good. That's actually a good observation, to be honest with you. Good observation. The absence of Howard was felt. Yeah. Not the absence of Howard not being there. Yeah, it's a big deal. I feel like the Eagles are so much more comfortable on those second, third, and shorts and running with Howard up the middle. Yeah, easily. But it shouldn't stray you away to play this bad. It shouldn't stray you away to change up your gameplay. Oh, we have to run more RPOs and keep Jalen Hurts the ball because I don't trust Miles Sanders or Boston Scott with the ball. Not saying they didn't run with Boston Scott or Miles Sanders. I haven't even looked at the numbers of the carries or anything like that. I haven't even done any of that yet. We'll go over that in the Philly Shakedown tonight, most likely. Chief Wetsu says, does Howie admit mistakes? Probably not. Probably not, because he's blamed the coaching staff. The coaching staff is his scapegoat. Having a rookie head coach robot in the Philadelphia Eagles coaching his team, it's so easy to point the finger. It's only a certain amount of time where it's just going to be like, we need a new GM in here. I don't care if it's John Dorsey. I don't care if it's Louis Riddick. I don't care who it is at this point, okay? They got to make a change. If Howie Roseman gets fired, this team could change dramatically. This team could change for the better good, okay? And I think so. Not saying if the new GM comes in, everything's going to be 100% perfect and we're going to get a championship. All I'm saying is this. There's going to be – every GM makes a bad move, okay? But Howie's made multiple bad moves. But Howie's done some good things with the cap. He's done some good things with, obviously, trades and stuff like that. He's good at doing those things. When before Chip Kelly was fired, Howie Roseman was, I think, something with the cap space. He had control of the cap and obviously making the deals and getting deals done and creating more cap and whatever he had to do. That's what Howie was good at, and that's what he was doing while Chip Kelly was the head coach here. Okay. Paul Ingles with Super Chat says Smith was open so many times. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Jersey Dolphin says, Bad Dog got your meats. Well, shout out to Bad Dog Sports. We had him on the channel Saturday, and much love to him and his channel, and congratulations to him. He's probably really happy about it. He doesn't have to wear an Eagles jersey, which is good for him as well. So shout out to Bad Dog. Philip says, I will cry crocodile tears if Howie gets fired. Yeah, it'll be an emotional day. And it sounds stupid, but it actually will be. We're celebrating. We're going to celebrate that day if it happens. We will celebrate that day. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Oh, man, this is... S. Marita Booth, what's going on? Said Howie could stay but cannot be in charge of drafting, period. He's an accountant. he's not a player evaluator. He's just not. He's not a draft evaluator, player evaluator, talent whatever you want to call it. He does not know how to bring talent. Okay, I'm not saying that some of his picks are bad, but the problem is, it's like we see flashes. Like Quez Watkins have had some good things, but I want to see more from him, and they're just not doing it. So it's making him look bad when I know that he is a good player. If you can hit on a 5th round pick like Quez Watkins. Landon Dickerson was a good pick. It has looked like it's worked out. You know what I mean? This is a guy had an Alabama, season-ending injury in Alabama. I think it was Achilles, probably an ACL, and 2 ankle injuries, 2 knee injuries, and man, like some of these really do work out for the better. Like they really work out some of these picks. Like you'd be shocked on some of these picks. They do work. So it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Cameron Agan says easily the worst loss of the season. How does Howie still have a job? All of his high picks are bust, costing us every single week. And yeah, some of that is true. System of Anat says went just like your Madden game, bro. Tell me about it, dude. I'm afraid to do one this week against the Jets. I'm afraid, to be honest with you, if I want to say the truth. So we have probably another 13 minutes. Another 13 minutes. We have 231 people in here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. I want to get rid of this, actually. Fuck this fucking... No. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Sorry. It was annoying me, so it's not a good day today. It's not a good day today. Rosemary says, I'm mad and cursed. I wouldn't even touch that game. I probably wouldn't either. But 237 people in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. If you guys haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. It does help with the channel a lot. Man, I'm telling you. It's as bad as losing against the Giants, but really the main problem that I'm having is just how this team went backwards today. I mean, literally they went back to square one of what they were. Like they literally went backwards today. Sanders had 9 carries. How many carries did Boston Scott have today? Mitch says, I would like to spend all my money on this team, but their IQ pisses me off. Yeah, how hard is it to go to games? How hard is it to do different things and go to football games and do different things? I don't know. It's hard to spend money and do this. It's expensive going to games, and for them to play like this, I mean, to watch that, it's crazy. 15 carries for Scott, 9 for Miles. So obviously Miles got injured later in the game, so I don't care, Victor, if Eagles fans are mad at me, bro. Then you know what? Why? I am nothing different. Because I do this on YouTube, it doesn't mean that I'm just a fan at the end of the day. That is it. That's it. I'm not always right. I'm not. I'm wrong every year about stuff. I get excited about things. I get dramatic about things. That's just how it goes. So we'll be going on Philly 500's channel in about 10 minutes to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles once more and be done with this game. Go over this loss within the next day and move on to the Jets. Oh, yeah, definitely. Reverend Bebop. Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Ian Farmer says Dickerson looked solid, but Herbig was killing. Well, Herbig doesn't play center. I mean, that's it's a problem. He doesn't play center. Bear says, Joey, do you live in Philly? No, I live in New York. I've been a New Yorker my whole life. I've been to Philly a million times, but I've been a New Yorker my whole life. Troy Singleton said, sickening games are supposed to win. We never win. In games that we have no business winning, we absolutely kill teams. It's just crazy. Some games you win, some games you don't. Some games you don't realize you're going to win. Some games you're really surprised. But this game here today, I mean, this wasn't a good team. The Giants are not a good team. And the Eagles shot themselves in the foot many times and went backwards in play sequence, play calling, you name it, they went backwards. And that's just the truth. You know what I mean? Just the truth. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate at the end of the day. It's sad. Last day, appreciate it. Look, guys, like if I get mad, it's because I love this team, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's the only reason why I get mad. If I didn't care, I just wouldn't do this. You understand? Like that's the whole thing I get out of it, Shell says new GM and new owner for this team. Yeah, it would be nice. I wouldn't mind both of them going. Donnie says young team, period. It's a young team with a lot of ceiling for a lot of these players. And they're not getting their opportunities because of Nick. They're not getting their chances. And the quarterback is back to his old self in Jalen Hurts. So literally scrambling with Jalen Hurts, or these read options where he keeps the ball for himself multiple times in this game, which pisses me off. I don't care if you do this when you balance out the offense and you're in a good play sequence, but it's not going to win you games. Jalen Hurts runs for a first down. Okay, great, but that's not going to win you the game. It's not going to. So I'm giving Jalen Hurts a chance. And that's it. I gave Hurts a chance. It's all right. People can ask what they want. It's fine, bro. It is what it is. Yeepa says, good night, Joe Shakes. We're all pissed, but at the end of the day, we still be green, go Birds. Marcus Pogue, anybody know why Sirianni blew off Smith on that last play? He literally asked coach for a play. So, yeah, I think it was the second to last play. Before that last play, we seen Devontae Smith go up to Nick Sirianni and said something to him, and Sirianni kind of just like didn't say anything. Or maybe said one word and said whatever. And look how open he was. You have a projected talent that could be an Eagles great in the future. I'm not even kidding with Devontae Smith. The Eagles don't deserve Devontae Smith. Howie Roseman picked doesn't deserve Devontae Smith, period. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not right. Alex Mario says Mark Holmes is loving it. Go Cowboys. Christopher Renner says, I had to work today, so I didn't get to see the game. Just the highlights that we run the ball today. Well, at least you didn't watch the game. Probably didn't have to watch the game today. Cyclones 858 said it perfect. Smitty deserves better. We ran the ball today. We ran the ball today, but it wasn't enough. We didn't run the ball enough today. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. 227 in the chat. Appreciate you just stopping by for this rant. It's horrible. It's aggravating. And we'll be on Philly 500's channel. So go to Philly 500's channel right now. Everybody leave. Everybody go. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. If you're new, cover the Eagles every day. We do the Philly Shakedown with Philly 500 Saturdays and Sundays. And if you guys haven't liked the stream before you leave, hit the like button. It does help the channel a lot. Much love to everybody that came in for the stream earlier today, and obviously the post game right now. We'll be on Philly 500's channel for the 40th episode of the Philly Shakedown podcast. So we will see you guys there. Subscribe, please. Like the stream before you leave, and we will see you later. All right, guys. Peace out. Shakes going up, files 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.